Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan, and this is part 2 of Hot Topics. It is a lot that has been going on. Let's go. Now, I've been watching. Even though I've been busy, I've been watching. So, Tasha K has exposed Mendeecees for allegedly cheating on Yandy with voice notes and DMs and all of that, right? He is heard saying, usually real beautiful women are not into just pleasing men. They make it all about themselves. What is going on with the men these days? It is crazy, right? Do you think, because it's not impossible, but do you think that Mendeecees is actually cheating on Yandy? Because you saw Yandy on the show talking about people are coming for my marriage and I want to be happy and blah, blah, blah. And then you heard Rashida say they're still not really married because, he got money to pay back after he got out of prison. And Yandy didn't want no part of that. Yandy had said it out of her mouth that she did not turn in the wedding certificate and all that kind of stuff signed. Child, let's keep going. Before we move on, I heard this. And if this is Mendeecees flirting, Mendeecees, log off and work on your marriage, sir. So we talked about this on Live Hot Topics, right? Ace Metaphor was talking to Cam Newton. Child, you know how I feel about Cam Newton. And he was saying how men don't really like women for real. They just see them as sexual beings, okay? And that is all they see. They don't see the whole woman. They just see what they can do for them in bed, right? And not until you see that will you have success in a relationship. That's what I'm saying. But child, Paul Pierce. This piece of matter was like, poor people get married to put their money together so they can have a life. Old people get married so they can have somebody with them towards the end of their life. He said that his mother didn't get married till she was 70. You can't tell him any different. And he's going to get out here and play. And he's going to get married at 70. And that's just how it is, right? He said because relationships are based off bang bang. And he's not going to have bang bang anymore. Because once that goes away, then they go find someone else. This is a pitiful man and probably not able to perform, might I add, right? This was the most ignorant thing I said. He said that women is the one who comes up in a marriage because marriage is not for men because the women get divorced, they get half, they get child support. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of men that you need to stay away from. This right here needs to be by himself forever. This was horrible. Jason Lee is going to be talking to Candace Owens. And I saw the trailer for it. It's a lot. But in this particular conversation, she talks about T.I. She said T.I. is a scammer and he is fake. She said T.I. was cool before they went on stage together and then he just changed. Killer Mike, same all the way through, on camera, off camera. But she said T.I. not for him. She said he is an op. And she has zero respect for him. Tell me what you think about that, right? Because, I know T.I. talks a good game, and I'm no way agreeing with Candace Owens at all, right? But if you go listen to this, tell me what you think about it. Let's keep going. Y'all, let's get into a snapshot of how these tariffs are changing our lives. This is a receipt from someone who checked out at Shein, right? Look at the items total, $195. They got a discount of $131.76, which brought the subtotal to $63.66. Shipping was free, tax $3.77. Import charges, $89.46, which brought the total to $156.89. Y'all, for $156.89, you could have bought half of the inventory over there at Shein. Has anyone else experienced this? This is certifiably insane. Let me know if this is your story. Honey, you got to be careful about who you hook up with, right? And especially if you do your friend wrong and take her man, you really got to be careful. Because this is what happened in this situation. Ghanaian couple passes away on their wedding day shortly after eating at the reception. Investigation reveals they were allegedly poisoned by his ex-girlfriend. Shout out to On Site for this story. So the alleged ex-girlfriend who allegedly did this act, she said she had lost 3 babies for him. And it almost cost her, on the last one, her womb. She said she turned down other men because of him, because she was in love with him. She said she paid his bills, covered the cost of his flights when he traveled abroad. She said she couldn't save a dime for funding his life. And in the end, he left me and got engaged to my best friend. The depression and emotional torture were too much. I loved him deeply, but he betrayed me. They said that at the end of it, she copped to it. You know what I'm saying? She said she did it. And I think she said her friend called her and explained to her what was going on. She confessed to doing this. Now, I'm not saying she was right at all, but she was hurt and she loved this man. That's too much. Did y'all get into this? I know we 92% are chilling, right? But this lady right here says she's been dating black men since she was 15. Boys to men, right? She said that for the Shannon Sharp situation, it's not just white women having a fetish for black men, but black men also having a fetish for white women, right? She said that she's been asked to do things, and then she paused. And then she said she's had them to come to say, I want you to have my black baby. Instead of saying, I want you to have my baby, black men are saying, I want you to have my black baby. I think it's both ways, honestly. I don't think it's just one versus the other. I think it's both ways. I think it's white women wanting to see what it's about. And I think it's black men being taboo, if that makes sense. Let me know what you think. Let's keep going. Child, one way to get under people's skin is to get in their pockets. And here's an update on Target. The CEO, Brian Cornell, his pay has been reduced 45%. Now, we're not tripping on him because he's still making, as of 2024, $9.9 million. But there is a significant difference, right? Reflecting the retailer's struggles amid declining sales and a significant consumer boycott. And they're boycotting because of the DEI situation. And they also terminated their $2 billion REACH program, which worked with diversity efforts. Now, whatever reason, they won't bring this program back. This man could lose all his money. 45%. He could lose another 45%. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. Shout out to the ATL Black Star. Y'all, I realize that times are really changing and the clock stops for no one, and you should live your life to the fullest. Because when I saw Phil Collins walking here to see his iconic drum set on a cane with the song Against All Odds playing in the background, I was like, Lord have mercy, where has the time gone? I love this man. I mean, but I'm just so glad to know he's here, he's alive, and he actually played. You couldn't hear him play for the music, but he was playing the drums. Phil Collins, y'all. Honey, Shedeur Sanders is doing his big one, right? Not only does he have a partnership with Delta Airlines, but Shedeur Sanders has signed a new endorsement deal with Ralph Lauren. I think that's fantastic. I think Ralph Lauren also has to turn over a new leaf. And I think they're going to use Shedeur to do that. But get your coin, sir. Get your coin. Child, to me, Dorit is another Drew. It's just like they don't understand what's going on. They're not believing it. I don't know if they're playing it up for the show, but the way they are showing me, it's like they don't believe that these men are serious. PK Kimsley may go after ex-Dorit's Bravo money in divorce. And we all know the men don't get paid in Bravo. Unless the women, according to Carlos King, makes an arrangement. But she got to take care of kids and pay for a house that you moved out of, and you want to come for her money? Honey, attorney Ronald Richards, who's worked with some housewives in Beverly Hills, but not this case, he said that he thinks Dorit's salary is highly visible and PK has passive investments. If they're not produced, it may subject her to a spousal support award, right? Even though Housewives IP is community property, if PK doesn't have cash, Dorit could even have to pay for his attorney. But he feels like she'll get child support because she's always with the kids and he's always traveling. He said, my view is Dorit knows where PK's money is and will try to show his income. This is insane. And Kyle says she's text Dorit.